I've still got to get the second one together, but this is the final product of the fully color matched switchback mirror build. This is actually for an 88 to 98. I don't know if I said that before or not, but it is for an 88 to 98, so technically it would fit my truck. These are going to be really hard to let go of because they're just so perfect. You know, I mean, these turned out really, really great, and kind of stuck over here. Yeah, I mean, look at the switchbacks, the chrome. Everything turned out just awesome on these mirrors. The paint match is awesome. You know, everything's awesome. So, yeah, guys, this is another option that I can do. I get a lot of messages asking for quotes on mirrors. You know, I get a lot, probably a good 2 or 3 a day from different people. And when people ask me and I give them my price, you know, I get a lot of sticker shock, a lot of, you know, oh my God, why is it that much? Or, you know, why is it so expensive? Or does paint cost that much, really? I mean, you got to remember, guys, it's not just paint, it's not just the materials, but it's the time that's put into these mirrors. Like, there's an ungodly amount of time between two people in this set of mirrors. I mean, it usually takes, you know, once I finally get the parts, it usually takes a good 2 days to properly get a set of mirrors going, you know, out the door, ready to go, and, you know, fully put back together. Because, like I said before, I've got to take off the glass, I've got to take off this little exterior shell, yeah, I've got to take off a lot of the plastics, I've got to run new wiring, I've got to take out the lenses, I've got to split the lens from the housing in order to install the switchbacks, run the wires, you know, open up the mirror, run the wires through the mirror and out where the factory wire is. And, you know, all that's work by itself, not to mention paint. You know, my paint guy does an excellent job, and this is the first set of these mirrors that he's done for me. And, you know, there's a huge amount of work that goes into prepping these things. You know, a lot of sanding, you know, and you got to be really careful because you can sand through the plastic. So there's a lot of sanding involved here, a lot of primer work, you know, all these little rounded edges, these are all smooth. So all these little edges have to be sanded out, otherwise it's going to have that rough texture. And once it's primed, it's sanded again, smooth, then finally painted, and buffed out after it's finished, you know, painted, clear coat, buffed out to a nice shine and a nice smoothness. So there's a lot of time that go into these guys. So when I tell you that the mirrors like this cost $600, yeah, that's pretty reasonable for the amount of time and you know, the amount of work that's put into them. And guys, by the time all that's done, I don't make hardly anything off mirrors. I'm not doing this to make a huge amount of money. Other companies out there will sell this exact set for $800 and make $300 off of their set of mirrors. You know, I'm not out here to rip people off. You know, I need to make a little bit of money just to kind of cover myself, you know, cover any parts. If I happen to break a lens, I've got to buy that lens. So, you know, that's what that money's used towards. And it takes a lot of money, it takes a lot of time. It's hard to do when I'm just one person, and I've got a regular job that I work 8 to 5. So, you know, when that being said, you know, there's not a lot of mirror people out there that can do this kind of stuff. And, you know, I'm fortunate to be able to do this and, you know, help people out like this. But, you know, I get a lot of back talk when it comes to messages and prices. So I just want to throw out there an explanation why everything's kind of so expensive. A set like what I've got on my truck, not going to be quite as expensive. Of course, we've got to cover the cost of the mirror, and we've got to cover the cost to get these painted. So probably right around $350, $360, you know, and that's including shipping. So no big deal. If you just want them painted, it's not really that bad. You're going to see the same thing if you're going to try to take them to your painter and have them painted. You know, for those of you who want the switchbacks are going to set you back $480. I kind of keep them the same across the whole, you know, years, all the years of the Chevy trucks until we get to 2015, because those mirrors are slightly more expensive because they have extra sensors in them. But for like switchbacks, if you do basic black or black with the chrome caps, $480. So yeah, I mean, those are my prices. You know, I get a lot of people that say I can get the same exact set off of eBay. I mean, not really, because you're not getting the switchbacks and you're not getting the quality that Boost Auto Parts provides. So I just wanted to clarify those before anybody else goes and orders or tries to get a quote and then they get surprised on why it's so expensive. So fully painted mirrors gonna start you at 600. Switchbacks with basic mirrors gonna start you at 480. Prices vary, sometimes between model years, but that's the quote, and I'll let you know just depending on what your truck is. So thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later.